seeing the totally wounded dog, full of maggots in the lower part of the body. Generated unbelievable compassion. So, and then so material Buddha, there's no dog anymore. It was a mistake. It's not dog. It's material Buddha. So, like that, see, live aside, seeing ordinary person full of, kind of anger, ignorance, attachment, delusions, and mistakes in the actions. So live aside. That's what. Seeing material Buddha. It was a material Buddha, but didn't see. It saw a wounded dog. Can you imagine? You see? Can you imagine? Can you think it? Can you think that? So I'm sure we may have seen like that so many times in the life. Didn't see Buddha, but so wounded dog or Cassandra, very terrible men, women, something, completely mess, kind of crazy, or all kinds of things we may have seen many times. We may have seen many times, but didn't realize it's Buddha. Didn't realize it's Kazure. Didn't realize it's Vajrayogini. Didn't realize it's the different Buddhas. Many times it would have happened. We would have met. But you see, we didn't get to generate strong compassion. So our obscuration is not, our negative karma is not purified. It didn't get purified. So then we don't see as Buddha. We don't see Buddha as it is Buddha. We don't see. It's not only Asanga who see Mithya Buddha, dog. No. For us, many times it would happen, but we didn't see as Buddha. So we have to relate to ourselves. So didn't get to generate strong compassion like that. So our heavy negative karma is not purified. Like that, like myself. So that the story must relate to yourself. Then you know what you need to practice. If you relate to yourself, then only you know what you need to practice to purify the coming obscurations. Veils. There's a mind is veiled. You see, obscured. So this. So we don't know who's bodhisattva, who's not bodhisattva. That's one thing. Then of course, then there's Aya Bodhisattva. Then there's Buddha. If you get angry to Buddha for 1 second, can you imagine? Wow. I don't know. 1 second. So maybe 100,000 eons in the Grama, merits get destroyed, 100,000 eons merits you collect in the past. We never know, so that I didn't see yet. On the basis of that, by following what bodhisattva said, I didn't see yet how much, if you get angry to Buddha, how much merit is destroyed, how many eons. My guess is just 100,000 eons or so. And then there's a guru. After all that, then there's a guru. Now you understand? You can imagine. Or then it could be destroyed million eons of the merit, good karma. It's possible. I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen yet what great Bodhisattva Shantideva said in Bodhisattva, by following that, I haven't seen yet on the text. No, because I haven't seen all the, the Buddha's teachings and Pandits from Nalanda all day teaching Tenjo I didn't see. So I cannot, therefore I didn't see, I cannot say it's not in the teaching. So by following the other things that were said, you see, I'm talking about that. But in the Lamrim, if you get angry to 1 second to Guru, then 1,000 eons. In the Lamrim, the mistakes, when you make mistakes to the fallen Guru, add mistake. If you get angry 1 second, then how many seconds you get angry to Guru, that many eons the merit get destroyed. That many eons, can you say, then you have to in the hell realm, that many eons. So it's much, you see, if you get angry to a bodhisattva, we don't bodhicitta, but somebody who has bodhicitta, then get angry 1 second, then our 1,000 eons merit get destroyed, merit offering, merit charity, you see? So according to that, then now you get angry to a guru 1 second, should much more million eons will come and destroy it, should be like that. By following what the Shantideva said. But in the Lamrim, it was how many seconds you get angry to the Guru, that many eons you have in the hell realm, it says. So those two, that what the shortcomings of that what I mentioned just now, that's very common in the Lamrim. But then according to the Shantideva, it should be million eons, merits get destroyed. It should be like that. So anyway, it will be unbelievable, 1 second get angry to Guru, all like that. The most if you get angry to a Guru, then you get angry to numberless Buddhas. You create Nigrama, they're having angry to numberless Buddhas. It is mentioned there, so you have to remember that. And then you please the Guru, then you please all the Buddha. You have to remember that. Don't forget that. I told her so many times. So anyway, then if you make a khazay, if you offer a biscuit, then if you offer a biscuit, 1 piece of biscuit, and then 1 nut the Guru, then you made offering to numberless Buddhas. To the numberless Buddhas. You collect medicine. So, you see, what I want you know, you to remember, I didn't take time to reach that. So, that is just one. You get angry to one bodhisattva, 1 second is 1,000 years, America get destroyed, is one. And then other one is 1,000 years, you have to be in the hell. That's one suffer. 1,000, 1,000 eons, yes, you have to suffer in the hell. The other one, your realization, next day you're going to general bodhisattva, or you're going to realize, impermanence or something, you see the next day. Oh, then it gets delayed 1,000 years. It gets delayed 1,000 years. Oh, there are 3 things you have to remember. Not just only the how many eons destroy me. Not only that. You have to remember 3 things. 3 big problems. Huge. That many eons. You have to suffer in the hell, the heavy suffering, solo. Then your realization put up 1,000 years. Also you have to remember this. Then you know you have to be careful with anger. If you have fear with anger, then you see it reminds you of practice patience every life. Like this. If you don't have no fear, nothing, then if you receive the numberless times the teaching of how to practice patience so extensively in the Buddha, as bodhisattva said, all the other teachings, you don't have much fear of to delusion, your anger. So then you see, then the practice, then patience never get practice. Patience never get practice. Even though you heard many times, so it becomes like that. So it becomes very sad, very sad. But if you didn't come up to hear teachings, you understand that. But such like me heard me so many times, but don't practice it, so like that. But I have a name called Sopa. That's the patience. But don't practice patience. Don't practice patience. It's a very funny thing. Anyway, so that's I want you to think. No, that's I want you to think. Write down. Write down. So to be careful. So you see, people think, I've done that route, this route, that, I've done this much, how many 100,000 processes, how many this mantra, that mantra, bhaja, sabha, this, that, so much, you see, but you never practice patience. You have someone to count, I've done this, that, this. But you see, I never practice patience. That's most important thing. Care. So what happened? Nothing happens in your heart. Still dry. Still your mind is, your heart is very dry. Kind of, like that. So there's nothing growing. Because it's very dry, no water. Very dry, nothing growing. So like that, you see. So that. So even though you have a lot of story, I did this, back to this, but you see, you never practice patience, and then Even some married cloth immediately blew away, destroyed. Immediately blew away, blown away. Like the wind blew away. And they destroyed again, so easily, so easily, every day. So many times anger rises so easily, heresy, anger rises so easily. And you see, paying attention, I must have to be careful. This is the most thing I have to be careful, than that thought. That real thing, thought of participation, so the mind, how much you do practice, your mind is very dry. No devotion, no compassion, can't develop, difficult to develop, no compassion arising, no impermanent thought, even the realization doesn't happen. So the lives, so your life become very, how to say, kind of very sad, very terribly sad. Nothing happening to your mind. Actually, this and that, how much practice you count, you did, tell a story, but nothing happened. The mind, nothing happened. Not even the realization, impairment of that. Not even just some experience close to that. Even don't realization, but close to that doesn't happen. The mind says nothing. Kind of very kind of difficult, subdue, hard, kind of like that, like the hard. In the teaching, in the teaching, usually, not in the West, but you see in Solukhumbu, I remember my teacher, my second teacher, second teacher, my uncle, also my uncle and teacher. So you see, animal skin, animals, you see, you have to make, to use for shoes and for things, that you have to make the skin very soft. So big skin, then you put very old border, then you under the sun, then with the feet, many hours, then you have to you make soft with the feet. You have to make massage, not massage, but you have to, with the feet, you have to make soft the skin. You put the old butter, then many hours, I don't know, many days, I'm not sure, but so much is soft, you have to mesh, not with the hands, but with the feet, with the big animal skin. Then you can use for the Solukhumbu. In the early times, we wear Solukhumbu shoes, you see, outside the animal skin, then wrapped with the cloth, outside wrapped around. Then when we cross the snow mountain, we use grass, dry, the small grass, not big grass, small grass. Instead of socks, you see, instead of socks, they use grass. In the shoes, you put grass to the warm, so it keeps warm. Then when we go on snows, even normally, so grass. So you don't see socks. I didn't socks only, but maybe for the tourists or the Western people. No socks. When I was Solukhumbu, I didn't see socks. People in socks now. But now, of course, totally changed. After I came, there was no sugar. There was no coffee, there was no sushi. Tea, only Tibetan tea, butter tea, salt tea. But after I come back from, I lived 3 years in Tibet, and 8 years back, so then come back, return back. Then totally changed. Then coffee, the monks were bringing me coffee. You went to Kazan. They were so happy that I entered in ceremony. It's not in Tibet, but Pakistan. Also, they think I studied philosophy, but I was just a little play, not really, not at all study conveying others. So, they were so happy. You studied in the monasteries. So they were in coffee, tea, lots. The whole country changed, totally changed. So, like that. Sorry, I mentioned the story, but I didn't tell why. So, you see, with the old butter, we mash the skin and make soft. But there's a verse, I don't remember. Then you see that at the end, the last word, Mago Mage Mitul. So they normally, yes, mash soft by the butter, all butter, and then you mash. Yeah, but then you see, you kept the butter in the animal skin for years, for a long time. But that says always hard, never get soft. That one, you put butter in the animal skin, maybe not in the West, but in the Solukhumbu, Tibet, butter, the animal skin, so very hard, so hard. So even they can stay for years, very hard. So that never gets soft. Is there? So take the Magor Mage Mitul. Oh. The mind became very difficult to subdue. Mind became very difficult. Cannot subdue by Dharma, by Lamrim teachings. Lamrim teaching is a way to set up merely focus to subdue the mind, not just explain numbers. Merely it is set up to subdue the mind. Right to the point of the mind, attachment, right to the point to self-creation thought, right? The Lamrim is put aside like that, you see, merely subdue the mind. So then you see, the mind unable to subdue, mind becomes very hardened, so even you hear Lamrim teaching, unable to subdue the mind. So like that is very hardened. become very hardened. So they use the example, Mako Maki method. So usually the skin is made soft by the old butter. As I saw that my teacher, long time through the machine. But you see, Mako Maki method. So the Mako, the cover of the butter, I said the butter inside doesn't subdue the skin. Doesn't serve the skin. Even the is there for long cannot serve the skin. So this example. So church is kasa. Even then, so hard, mind becomes so hardened. So even when teaching you, even you try to explain Lamrim, but doesn't go inside. Doesn't serve the mind. It's still very hardened. All that. So I don't know whether if it were to translate. It's like the stone. It's like the stone in the end of the ocean. It has been there for hundreds of years, but still the stone's hard. Nothing happened. So, even you live your life in the monastery or Dharma center, or there's a lot of teachings, so much teachings happening. Even physically you live there where the Dharma, in the monastery where there's one day monastery, but you see, day and night, all day and night you hear Dharma, prayers, debating, see the Kazare commentaries, all day long it's like that, but you see, mind never gets subdued. It's all to subdue the mind, to achieve realization, to achieve enlightenment, but mind never gets subdued. Understand? So, like that. So anyway, that's stop there. So you see, you have to remember this again, the three shortcomings, our anger, I told you. Then you see that practicing patience, then you think from morning, you see, you think, today I must practice patience. I shouldn't let myself enter the control of anger all the time. That has been from beginning lesson about it. So I should pay most attention in this, most carefulness, most attention in this. So then you think of practicing patience. Otherwise not. Then after some time, the death happens. Suddenly, death happens, and they finish your life. So that. Okay, now the initiation.
I think there's some who may not yet got the message that this is for only restricted for received highest Tantra initiation.